Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled A Rashi Like No Other. So we all are familiar with many times Rashi throughout the whole Torah tells us why one topic is next to another topic. He might talk about Kitetse, person goes out to war. Then it might talk about the Parsha of Sota, Ben Sora Mora, and Rashi says there's a connection, one leads to another. But there's a Rashi at the end of Bahar that I think there's no other Rashi like this in the Torah. Where at the end of Bahar, Rashi says, if you look at the Parsha Bahar, each paragraph, one leads to another. First, we have Shemitah. And if a person does not observe Shemitah and says, this is my field, I'm not giving it to anyone else, then Hashem will take away his money. He'll have to sell things to make more money. He'll have to sell his objects. And therefore the next chapter in the Torah is about selling objects. And if it doesn't help, he still doesn't do tshuva, doesn't observe Shemitah properly, the next thing that will happen, he'll have to sell his land. And that's why it talks about selling the land. If he still doesn't do tshuva, he'll have to go ahead and borrow with interest. And that's the next discussion in the chapter. And then if that doesn't help, he might have to go ahead and sell himself. If that doesn't help, sell himself not to a Jew but to a Gentile. Rashi goes ahead and summarizes the whole Parsha Bahar and says these 7 topics, one leads right into another. And it's all based on one concept. Hashem's trying to hit a person to get him to do tshuva for the fact that he's not keeping Shemitah. And Hashem gives him a little bit of a hit, and more and more and more. So that's Rashi, where he goes in and shows the connection, not from one paragraph to another, but from the whole parsha. And he summarized the whole parsha. It's a very nice Rashi. And I think there's an amazing lesson over here. You could say, come on. A person has this trait where he's holding on to this land, and it's my land, I'm not sharing with anyone. Hashem gives him a hit, another hit. Is it really possible that he can be smacked so many times to the point that he is a slave to a Gentile? He's reached such a low place, and he can't get the message and realize, I am doing something wrong. Hashem is giving me a message. Is it possible? And the answer is yes, it's possible. The person is in his own little world, has a personality issue, a midos issue. Sometimes he could get smacked, he could get musar from people, from Hashem, and he just doesn't see it. That is the bitter reality. We're funny creatures, mankind. We have our own way of looking at things. And sometimes a person, no matter how low he gets, he falls. He just doesn't see the problems with himself. And he's pointing to everyone else every time. In the world of addiction, we say that a person may not get better from his addiction until he hits rock bottom. So here, this may not be a physical addiction in our parsha, alcoholic addiction, but he has some, so to speak, addiction to his flaw, where he just cannot see himself, and he can go under deeper and deeper, and he may not get the message. So it's an amazing parsha Bahar, both in terms of the Rashi showing how each topic segues into the other one, and how to see that you can have a person with a flaw and he just can't get out of it no matter how much Hashem hits him. We have free choice. It's Hashem, we should always make the right choice. Shalom.